welcome to Mike's Custom Garage.
It came out beautiful. I'll show you how I did it. Okay, as you can see, the roll bars and the front end are all taped up. Keep overspray off for the parts that have already been painted. There's 3 coats of base coat covering all the gems, all the areas we want. We did not paint inside the car. Really don't need to waste the paint on that. Full trunk is painted and the taillight panel gets painted. There's not a good break off line. I didn't want to have a line between the inside and outside on the back panel, so I painted all that first. So it's important to get it all covered, get everything the way you want it to look so that it looks best it can. Okay, here we go. Now we got 3 coats, three coats of candy mid coat on it, and 2 coats of clear. Pretty much going to give you another full run around the car. Looks really nice inside. So I'm not sure if I want to cover inside or not right now, so I'll also make it look as best I can.
Hey guys, today we're painting my 1968 Mustang. Code 46D is red metallic from Mazda. It's been a project I've been doing for a while, way before I even started a YouTube channel. Hopefully it comes up when I envision it.
Okay, I'm on to the second coat. It's important to be sure you got complete and uniform coverage. Okay, a little speck of dust right there. We're wiping it out real easy, keeping air on it, knocking it out. Once it pops off, go paint right over it and it'll disappear. Okay, we're gathering ourselves back up and getting on to the third and final coat. This coat is more to be sure you have full coverage throughout. This color looks like it probably would have covered in 2 coats, but you might call it like an insurance policy. Make sure that third coat's on there. Make sure you have plenty of coverage. You don't want to be putting outside after it was all done being painted and see through the paint. So this is that extra barrier to make sure you're fully covered. You've gone this far, you might as well go all the way. Okay guys, here I got a light. I'm pretty much checking to make sure, looking for transparency, looking for color uniformity, and to make sure I've got all the spots. As you can see, I'm checking between the doors, make sure that everything is covered. I'm going to go all the way around the car like this. Some colors you'll put a light on them, you can actually see through to the primer. And I want to make sure I had light gray and a darker gray on the doors, so I want to make sure that the color was the same between them. So that's what we use the light for, to make sure that all the colors are the same all the way through. Okay, here's the candy mid coat. Basically it's a clear coat with a red candy dye or whatever added to it. Unlike the base coat where I started in the middle of the hood and went around the car, this, to keep a wet edge, I'm going to start in the middle of the hood and I'm going to go around the other side of the hood, keep a nice wet edge on the hood, and then go around the whole car. Okay, this color is very important to have nice smooth lines, keep your overlaps consistent, and make sure you're not coming back over the same edge more than once. You'll actually make it darker in spots by doing that. You'll see when I get to the side that I do the whole side in one swipe. If you do it panel to panel, you'll have dark edges in between your doors and your fenders, or your doors and your quarters. So you definitely want to make sure you do the whole side of the car at one time to keep a nice uniform amount of candy on it. Okay, we got 3 coats of the candy put on. Now we're going to put on 2 coats of clear. As you can see how much better that color looks now with those candy colors in it. Gives it some depth, some body, and it really starts to make the color pop. Now the clear coat just seals it all in, and then that gives us a base for the stripes to come on later. If you get white onto the paint, onto any of the red you don't want, it's a lot easier to clean it off, as you'll probably see in the next video. But there it is, getting the clear put on. It's going to be 2 coats of clear, and then that'll be it for this one. We get the base done, then we can think about the stripes next week. Oh my God, guys, there she is. Oh, this thing is gorgeous. This has been a long time in the making right here. Oh, look at that. Next week we'll put some white stripes on it, and then we'll start assembling this baby. Got a lot of assembly work to do. You'll start seeing this featured in a lot more videos as time comes on. Just stick that big old motor in there. Oh yeah. Awesome. Okay, so she's red. There's a lot more to do to get her on the road. Stay tuned and see more, and to see the beginning of the Jetta build. Please hit the like, subscribe, and notifications bell so you don't miss out on the next video. Thank you, and see ya.